for him. He on my hit list.
I king, I do a die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucker high key. We about to pop off like when you pop the lock off. Brandon got the cannon that'll knock your blocking socks off. Jewels that'll fool you, fools that'll do you. Got two broads in the pool that'll screw you. Who knew that I'll hold the tool that blew through you? The heat is a beast with teeth that'll chew you. I'm not the one you count on with digits on my right arm. Support like the wall that you hook your TV mount on. Nah, I'ma leave you with 6 of my people, holding something lethal, calling the paralegal. You and I ain't equal, black beers is regal. Black Iron Man like Howard and Don Cheeto. A lion on the hunt with thumbs and bipedal. Getting high on my verse, my words are drug needle. 500 bottles, models coming right up with enough sparks to light the nightclub up. If the cork missed you, the champagne will hit you. All on your breast, I'ma lick the elixir. Your ass getting heavier, hips getting thicker. Your frame's getting better now that I am in the picture. I king, I do a die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucker high kick.
He on my hit list.
Above that? Yeah! Yeah! Yes! 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 Up off! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is. Yeah. It's Primetime Thursday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz The Advice. All right, man. Look at who we have here. Danny, Nate. What's going on with you? Oops. All right, man. Lord, first, I want to say this. Hey, I looked at the last press conference, Kambosos versus Devin Haney. I looked at the last press conference and I said, Kambosos failed. And that's the black two sugars. Kambosos failed. The head games didn't work. Devin Haney isn't studying Kambosos. And everything he's doing, studying, not paying attention to. He doesn't give a damn. If you guys haven't done it, please do us all the favor and hit the like.
Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up. Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up. Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up. Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up. Hit the like, get those.
Look, on this Primetime Thursday, we got to get some stuff straightened out. I saw in the war room, one of you chatted and said, Devin Haney is pissed. No, he's not. He's not studying him. He doesn't give a damn. He has not fallen into the head games. Kambosos failed. And my thing is, that was one of the weapons, one of the biggest weapons that worked against Teofimo Lopez. Don't worry, I'm going to have the receipts. Hit Tyson Bale. But I'm going to tell you something. First, we're going to have to give you some feel good and ask, Sully, what are we waiting for? And if you really want to feel good, I got some feel goods for you. Anytime somebody want to come in with anger, come in with hate, I got some more feel goods. Not just the MJ. We got a little bit of this too. With you, for real. Huh? Doesn't that feel good. It's summertime. Wait. I got one more for you.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Dynamo right. You see, y'all didn't think Luther was going to be in there? Yes. Dry curl Luther. Hit the Tyson Bell. No. Dry curl Luther. You want to see Tina Marie, Luther, and Mike show you guys what happiness feels like?
It's the only thing that matters to me.
You come with the hate, we gonna come back feeling good. Hit the Tyson Bell. Okay. So I got something for you. Kambosos and his head games. What worked against Teofimo Lopez? Let me tell you what we all have. We have the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! This is Teofimo Lopez, Kambosos, and how Kambosos' head games, the stuff he was doing, his tactics, his warfare, pre-fight, how Teofimo Lopez was handling it. Check out the receipt.
They can talk all that shit. You're going to suck my dick afterwards.
Bro, I done got the
He's
way,
right
man.
here. November 27th, Saturday night.
Because I didn't want it to get in trouble, brother.
No, it's cool. It's cool, man. This is my show. Remember that. This is my show.
It's my show. We're taking over.
My eyes don't fucking lie. My eyes don't ever fucking lie.
Try to get away.
Rip your head off.
I'll rip your head off, boy.
June 5th, gentlemen. Let's keep. No. Hey, come on.
It's gonna be a fucking example of why I'm gonna put everybody on their ass. And you know what? I'm gonna put my foot up your neck, my dude.
Fight with his opponent.
What a right hand!
Game, set, match. Kambosos living in Teofimo Lopez's head rent free. Teofimo Lopez getting out of his chair. You see me, Karma? You see me? Getting out of his chair, all up in his face, bottom lip quivering. I love Teofimo Lopez. I love the fire. I love when he took off the shirt, walked up to him like he's ready to rumble. But look at the smile on Kambosos' face. Look. Let me just show you up to this part. Look at the smile on Kambosos' face.
They can talk all that shit. You're going to suck my dick afterwards.
Bro, I done got the way,
He's right
man.
here. November 27th, Saturday night.
Because I didn't want it to get in trouble, brother.
No, it's cool.
Game, set, match. Game, set, match. He got you. He got you. But see, things have been a little bit different. The things I was worried about. See, I was calling Devin the Dream Haney a bit wet behind the ears. Breath smelling like Similac. I did say that. Hold on. Let me see what High Low got to say. ShowBizz next level of boxing entertainment. Hit the Tyson Bell. I'm going to tell you where Kambosos failed. Let me look. The fight is exciting. Can't wait. 50-50 in my opinion. Let's go. We'll talk about that. Good point. Let me see what else. I predict Haney will outbox Kambosos, but fight will end up with a draw. I'm putting $100 on it. That's a good bet. Absolutely. What else we have? Biz, let the best man win, but everything is stacked against Haney. If he wins, man, what a fighter. Hit the Tyson Bell. Exactly. All great comments. See, I was saying that Devin the Dream Haney, breath smelling like Similac, wet behind the ears. Here's the thing, though. Without his father, Devin Haney, he had to grow up real soon, didn't he? He had to grow up real soon. And I saw his maturity develop throughout this whole press conference. Let's look at the difference between Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos and Haney presser.
Weren't you sparring Pacquiao for Jeff Horn?
No, that's different. No, that's different. No, that's different.
That's different, but you went against your own countryman.
Personally, I'd never
You
go
say
to
what you
my
want to say. You
countryman.
don't
Go
know
behind their
what a
back.
rat is.
Go behind their back.
You don't know what a rat is.
That's okay.
You were
He
celebrating.
doesn't know what a rat is. He doesn't know.
I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at him right now. I can see it. I can smell it.
Okay.
I've been in hotels that I was worried that by the time I leave for training, I'm going to get robbed by the time I get back. My wife and my daughter in that place while I go and train. Come back and tell them you can go anywhere. gave me that adversity,
Oh
that chip
my
on that
God,
shoulder.
just come on with it. Here you go.
This squad doesn't know about the adversity. This squad doesn't know about that character building moments. I've been there. I know what it's like.
Cut to
when
the
I step
chase,
inside them
bro.
ropes, I have to leave my wife and my daughter in their places while I go and train and come back and tell them to go anywhere. But he's had to
You're gonna
feel
give
what
me
it's
your
like.
belts.
He's had to feel what it's like.
He see through Kambosos. He's like, stop the acting. He's smiling. He's laughing. He thinks it's funny. He's found words of his own to trigger Kambosos, calling him fake, because Kambosos know that he is a great presenter. He knows that he does dress a certain way. Got his turtle's neck. He got all that up to his jaw. He is nice, shit sharp. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And Haney, trigger words of his own. Stop the acting. Oh my God, this is hilarious. He sees him as a fake, as a phony. And as he's doing that, Kambosos is talking more. Let me tell you, when the roles flipped. Let me tell you where the roles, Black Crew. I am highlighting the best of Haney, just like I highlighted the best for Kambosos with Teofimo Lopez. Shh. Because I'm highlighting who won the presser, in my opinion, Devin Haney. Just like with Teofimo Lopez, I highlighted for Kambosos. It's even. I'm doing this unbiasedly. But listen. Hold on. I got one more. I laughed when Haney said, quit the acting. He was winning there. Let me tell you when the roles flip. Let me tell you when. When Kambosos dropped the ball. When he took it to the streets for good reason, calling Devin Haney a snitch, a rat, an informant, saying that he's not from the streets. Good reason. That was warfare. See, he looked at Devin Haney and said, okay, what all I need to do is turn his boys against him. Let's turn the streets against him. Let's turn the hood against Devin Haney. Good tactic. So I got him. I'm going to say he's a rat. I'm going to call him a snitch. Snitch, that's the worst thing you can call anybody on the streets. You can call him a blip. And that is far more acceptable than a snitch. When he called him a snitch, everybody in the hood, ears perked up. Oh, Haney, say it ain't so. And when he brought out his evidence, he dropped the ball. Because everybody said, oh, that's what you get. He wasn't a snitch. He was whack. He was pillow talking. He was being messy. And those things are a bit feminine. But he wasn't a snitch. When that happened, everybody saw through Kambosos playing games. Oh, he's a fake. He's a phony. He talked himself into being somebody that's not seen as legitimate. And what happened was the streets held Devin Haney even closer. When Haney felt that and had no insecurity, felt more secure, then that's how you got a secure guy in that last press conference. Check it out. Check it out. He calls him out on him not knowing what a snitch is. Your number one thing, this is your big plan to get under my skin. Now that you don't have that, now that that has been taken away, and I'm starting to compound on top of it, everybody see through it. What do you have left? He saw that he had nothing.
Weren't you sparring Pacquiao for Jeff Horn?
No, that's different. No, that's different. No, that's different.
Bruh. That's different, but you went against your own countrymen.
Personally, I'd never
You
go
say
to
what you
my
want to say.
countrymen.
You
Go behind
don't know
their
what
back.
a rat is.
Go behind their back.
You don't know what a rat is.
That's okay.
You were
He
celebrating.
doesn't know what a rat is. He doesn't know.
I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at him right now. I can see it. I can smell it.
Okay.
I've been in hotels that I was worried that by the time I leave for training, I'm going to get robbed by the time I get back. My wife and my daughter in their place while I go and train. come back and tell them you can go anywhere. Gave me that adversity,
Oh
that chip
my
on that
God,
shoulder.
just come on with it. Here you go.
This squad doesn't know about the adversity. This squad doesn't know about that character building moments. I've been there. I know what it's like.
Cut to
when
the
I step
chase,
inside them
bro.
ropes, I have to leave my wife and my daughter in a place while I go and train and come back and tell them you can go anywhere. But he's had to feel what it's like. He's had to feel what it's like.
Remember Red on Friday? My man. Oh, that's different. Kambosos was Red on Friday. Thank you so much. He tried to answer Devin Haney, meaning he heard Devin Haney. Hey, man, didn't you help train Pacquiao against Jeff Horn? Oh, that's different. Fake flexing. He talked himself into being seen as a phony. What I'm saying is, what happened now is that Devin Haney, now he has the leverage when it comes to the mind games. So come this weekend, Kambosos didn't win the pre-fight mind games. Come this weekend, more is going to have to do with how good they are in the ring. Come this weekend, now it's raw abilities. But see, also Australia, home, trainer being there, not being there. So there's some things that we're going to have to talk about for the rest of this podcast, okay? Hit the Tyson Bell when we talk about the matchup. But the pre-fight that I was worried about, Kambosos knowing how to get in people's head, his one weapon, snitch. My man said they're battle of the rats. They're both rats. No. Okay. Everybody. Let everybody know. Let's get more people in here so we can discuss this. Hit the like.
Hit the like. Your fingers over there be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
Huh? Hit the Tyson Bell. Everybody, close out the chat and hit the like. Let's get some people in here. Because I'm going to tell you, snitching. Okay. Last example. And then we're going to move on for a little bit. I have an example for you. Do you guys remember this from Friday?
Boo! Where Craig at? Boo! Oh, he in the house. Who is that bitch?
Just go in the house.
Get your ass in the house.
Smokey didn't rat. Smokey didn't snitch. Fool, where Craig at? Fool. Oh, he in the house. You would think offhand he did. He didn't. If you know the street code, he didn't. It's hard to explain. He didn't. Nobody liked that chick. That chick had another man in her bed when the movie started. Nobody liked her. But Q couldn't see it. He couldn't drop her. Smokey. He just ain't respect her. You know what he did? He didn't snitch. He was being messy. Getting to the result he wanted. Cube free of her. Devin Haney was being messy. So Kambosos getting to the result he want. So that they both want. So Kambosos can beat Teofimo Lopez. But then Teofimo Lopez snitched. It's hard to explain. If you don't get it, it's good you don't get it. It's really good that you don't get it. Let me see. If anybody's the rat, it's Kambosos 100% for outing their private convo about Teo. He knows. He knows. He knows. Dry snitching ain't snitching. That's pillow talking. That's being messy. Okay. That's okay. He was being messy. I'm not saying messy is good. I'm not saying messy is good. Got feminine qualities being messy. That's what Devin Haney was doing. Devin Haney was on Team Kambosos. He was being messy. He was on Team Kambosos. Kambosos snitched on his friend, who was Devin Haney. See, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. Devin Haney was the enemy of his enemy. He snitched on his friend. Y'all still don't get it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We can move on. I'm going to ask you guys this. Who wins that fight? Who wins that fight? Kambosos or Devin Haney? Who you guys got? Don't forget, go to busr.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. Make sure you guys make an account soon. busr.com has a giveaway for this fight. So make sure you sign up to busr.com/showbiz. It's only for us show business partners from the community. Okay? So make sure you guys make an account, and they have a giveaway. I'm going to announce it tomorrow for this weekend's fight. Make sure you guys ready for it. All right? Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see. Haney, Kambosos, Haney. Okay, 50-50. Good. Super sticker. Thank you so much. Let me see. What else we got? George. Okay. Haney, Cam. Okay. Timon. Okay. Well, let's see with your friend in mind, OG, Old Gray. Let's see what he has to say.
So, a lot of you want to know what Old Gray, OG, thinks about Kambosos versus Devin Haney. I'll tell you this. I think it's very hard to call the fight because a lot of people got things flipped. I think people talk about the speed of Devin Haney when Kambosos, he's actually faster. And I think people talk about the maturity of Kambosos when it's Devin the Dream Haney who's more mature. I know Kambosos is older, but I know a lot of old fools who's not really that mature. And I want to say this, lastly, a lot of people outrule Devin Haney knockout, winning by knockout, and I think Devin Haney could knock him out. Expect unexpected when it comes to this fight. See ya.
Huh? Pretty good from the Old Gray, OG. He says everybody is talking about Devin Haney's speed when Kambosos is actually faster. Oh, wait. You know what you guys need? You guys may just need the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! Let's look at his speed, would you? The only thing faster than him is Bruce Lee. His speed made Bruce Lee blush. Check him out. Somebody said he's fast, but he ain't faster. Come on, bro. The other person said, well, that film was sped up. That's why I get in the comments. No two people agree. That's what I love about the war room. One person say he's not faster. He doesn't look that fast. The other one thinks the whole footage was sped up. See? So nobody's speaking facts here. But with that said, somebody said, I'm going to sit on Tank's balls and say that Tank's faster. He's not part of the conversation. You can get off his balls now. Let them cool off. So look. OG, Old Gray, said that people think that it's Kambosos who is the wiser with the head games, when actually it's Devin Haney who is more mature.
Weren't you sparring Pacquiao for Jeff Horn?
No, that's different. No, that's different. No, that's different.
That's different, but you went against your own countryman.
Personally, I'd never
You
go
say
to
what you
my
want to say. You
countryman.
don't
Go
know
behind their
what a
back.
rat is.
Go behind their back.
You don't know what a rat is.
That's okay.
You were
He
celebrating.
doesn't know what a rat is. He doesn't know.
I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at him right now. I can see it. I can smell it.
Okay.
I've been in.
I know that look. All right. Okay. Devin Haney flexing on him in a press conference. Hold on. ShowBizz is a better way to box in television. All I'm asking you guys, thank you so much, Hilo. All I'm asking you guys is listen to OG. He's looking at things differently. Kambosos is the faster one. Devin Haney is actually the wiser. But he messed around and said that he thinks Devin Haney can KO him. I don't think there's a chance in hell. Until I'm proven otherwise, the one thing you can't say about Devin Haney is that he can crack. That's the one thing you can't say. Devin Haney, love you like a play cousin. But the one thing you can't say is that he can crack, because that boy can't punch through a wet paper bag. We tried to talk Devin out of turning pro and go to Olympics, but he said no. He was always more mature than his age, 100. Look at David over here, giving us a little inside track. Hit the Tyson bell. Now, before I say he can't punch through a wet paper bag, I wouldn't want to get hit by Devin. See, I'm getting older. My skull is getting thinner. Brain or right. I don't want to get hit by him. All right, hold on. Let me see. Victor out the video. Oh, yes, I wonder why you shoot him out before throwing him for the plane. Haney ultimately has to let his hands, which is dangerous, because he can get clipped and rocked by Kambosos. Let's start breaking this fight down, shall we? Let's do it. And before we do it, before we do that, let's give a good vibe or two for you.
With you, for real.
Boy, J-Lo was a baddie right there. Ms. Biz, love you, girl. Listen. Devin Haney, if he throws punches with Kambosos, Kambosos is going to win that. I think if he throws punches with Kambosos, Kambosos is going to win the exchange. Biz, you funny. Much love to you. Let me see. ShowBizz, watch like a fan, 100% hit the Tyson bell. I agree. And if Kambosos wins the exchange, he can rock Haney. Look, Haney isn't that responsible with his guard all the time. Come the second half of the fight, he does get a bit flat-footed and a bit lazy with his guard. All right? It is what it is. Devin Haney, like I said a long time ago, well, now Tank. I think Tank's the nicest one. All right? Then Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko, Tank, Devin Haney. All right? Devin Haney is all around nice. But towards the second half of the fight, he does get a little lazy with his defense. He gets a bit flat-footed as well. Maybe he wants to beat you up. Maybe that's what Haney's trying to do. Let me see what I have to say. That probe and jab is going to be money. Remember I said that. Oh, yeah, we all should know that. Love the J-Lo clip. Your elite Biz, 100%. Hit Tyson bell. Yeah, the jab is key. Haney jab defense has to be A grade to win, 100%. I agree with you. Bro, do the muff thing in the intro. My kids are watching the mouth thing. What's that? I don't know what. Oh, this. That right there. All right. So look, facts. Here's another thing. All right. If Devin Haney. Oh, and I'm going to let it be known. I am unbiased, right? But this fight, I'm letting it be known. I am rooting on Devin the Dream Haney. You guys know I always root for boxing. This fight, I'm rooting on Devin Haney. I'm letting that be clear because I have never seen, I want you guys to remind me after I do this analysis, I've never seen anything like this before. It may have happened before, but going to a foreign country without your team at a pay cut for undisputed, I've never seen it. All right. So that's why it's so unprecedented for me until I'm reminded. Once you guys remind me of someone who's done that, okay. All right. Hold on. Let me see what you have to say. Haney distance management and timing will null Cam speed. See, here's the thing. Here's what I want to say too. Kambosos' number one strength is underrated quick counters. Yeah, another thing is Kambosos has IQ. He has IQ. The fight is more evenly matched than a lot of you think. It is. It's if you strip away the pre-fight game, if you strip away Australia, home crowd, if you strip away whatever you think about the judges, if you have those two fighters, it's still an even fight. Let me tell you something about 200 rounds with Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, you tend to get good when you fight one of the GOATs all day long. Let me tell you this. Talking about dealing with speed. Devin Haney ain't faster than Manny Pacquiao, and you can kiss my ass if you think that's the case. I don't give a damn who you're a fan of. Devin Haney ain't faster than Manny. Maybe an old-ass Manny. But I can give a damn who you're a fan of. So, hold on. I think Devin Haney has to make the fight boring, which I love you, Devin Haney. If you're watching, I love you like a play, cuz. All right. You guys, I have to cut it to you straight. Okay? Which that's what he do. Monty Brown TV. Salute my brother Biz. I respect the work and the music. Keep grinding, King. Man, you keep grinding, brother. Hit Tyson Bell. I'm a fan of Monty Brown TV too. He's gonna, Nate, you hear me? He can't help but to make it boring, but he should. Which will make Kambosos anxious, which is why the OG said that Devin Haney is actually more mature than Kambosos. Devin Haney, if Devin Haney does what he do, Kambosos can run into some shit. And I think that's why old Gray, OG, said he can probably snore. Now, I don't think so. I think Haney has no power. But how many of you think that he can make Kambosos run into some shit? How many of you guys feel that way? We got 1,000 people in here. Everybody, let's give some some love, some real love for 1,000 people being in the war.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Boy, to see Michael Jackson look in the air, bro. Let me see. George is there for an overhand right. Dev's. Oh, yes. You have a keen nose for the game. He does fall for the overhand right time and time again. Absolutely. He can do that. I'm not sure exactly. Okay. Cambo got this. Okay. Let's go 1,000. Sheesh. Dude, those are fire. Aren't they fire? They're amazing. Hands is getting put on Cam this weekend. Nope. He can't. Did y'all see that dude in the war room? I said, do you think Haney could snore Kambosos? This brother was like, no. No, he can't. I feel you, dog. Everybody, give it up for Varda Hill.
She's a pretty lady, and then signs some autographs. The Burnham man can boing boing.
Dude said no, bro. Now, ShowBizz, you're going too far. Okay, fine. I do want to say, I want to ask you guys, have you ever seen in boxing history? I really want to be reminded of this. I'm a pretty good boxing historian. I can be far better. I'm not saying I know it all. I just can't recall a fight of this importance. Creme de la creme, undisputed. And the guy gives up home field advantage by traveling for it, one, without his team and a pay cut. Have you ever seen that before? The closest thing was the G-Man fighting Nigel Benn that I can recall. He goes over there. He doesn't have Emmanuel Stewie because they fell out. He has a pay cut, right? G-Man, we love you, boy. Let me see what YouTube has to say. YouTube, thank you so much. That wasn't for undisputed. And a forced rematch. I'm sorry for leaving that out. He ain't even in the clear if he does that shit. Listen to me. If y'all want to know why I'm rooting for Haney, y'all can come up with any reason y'all want to. The reason why is integrity and setting yourself so far back. Do the Devin Haney. He is the embodiment of everything this war room and this community. Rocky Force, the closest thing. Undisputed, no money, Christmas, that a fictional character. And that was unbelievable when Rocky did that. It's like, get that shit out of here. That never happened. Do the Devin Haney. He did it. Haney may have physically matured this fight too. May have physically. Good point. But Devin Haney is the walking embodiment of what this community is all about making boxing the number one sport in the world, just risking it all, betting on yourself. So this guy goes over to Australia for undisputed to fight Kambosos, a damn good fighter. Without his team, a pay cut, and if he wins, he's still not in the clear. He has to do it again. Now, I don't care if you live on the word Australia. When you look on a map and you see Australia, I don't care if you live on S. What's your address? S. Yes. In the word Australia, if you look on the globe, S. That's my map. That's where I live. That's my address. S. I don't care. You must have at least a bit of heart and empathy and be like, well, damn. There shouldn't be one person questioning Devin Haney. Let me see. Exactly, Biz. Australia rematch clause, and most likely Loma contracted as a third fight. That's crazy. Yeah, Kambosos isn't a crazy challenge, but you got to look at all other factors. It's still risky. We're gonna have to. Let me revisit that. Let me revisit that. Hold on, because that's a good point. George has to rip combos when Devin Haney is in the shell defense. Yes, he got to still let his hands go, which he will. That's the thing, which he will. To my man's point, when you talk about Kambosos isn't a crazy challenge. Now, let's give some love to Kambosos. Shall we? Brent. He's going after greatness, not just money. That's what I like. That's what we all like. Hit the Tyson bell. We got 1,000 people in here because I never pushed the narrative. This community went for greatness. Now we're great. You know what? Let's give it up for this community. Push it for greatness. And with you, for real. Let me see what we have. I won't ever question Devin's heart. He is doing whatever it takes to become undisputed. Undisputed. Let me see. Devin needs the mentality of Spence walking into Brooks' house. Right. Block everyone around him out and focus on the goal. Yeah, that's when I said Errol Spence was going to be a great fighter. It was Brooke. I think that's when everybody said it. We all thought it when he was giving Floyd a black eye and sending AB to the hospital in an ambulance. But when he did that with Brooke was probably the best welterweight in the world at the time. To keep it a buck, bro. Okay? Had the nerve to fight Triple G at middleweight. That's how good he was. I'll fight Triple G. Nobody else trying to. But let's look at Kambosos. When my man brought up challenges, let's do this. How many fighters, let's be serious, how many top fighters was really fighting Devin Haney? We want to give credit. We want to be unbiased. We want to be a great community. Then let's keep it real then. How many top lightweights were fighting Devin Haney? Guess what? True that, brother. Let's go a little bit further. Kambosos chose Devin Haney after Lomachenko. If you think Devin Haney is going to whoop Kambosos' ass, if you think that, you know Lomachenko was going to whoop his ass. That was his first choice. Who chooses Lomachenko? The guy just got the titles. Who chooses Lomachenko? So I don't question Kambosos' heart either. Hit the Tyson bell. I'm sorry. The proof is in the pudding. Nobody was talking about fighting Devin Haney. Nobody. Devin Haney, and I want to say this too, the email title. I told you guys, I stopped calling it the email title. He deserved it. He was the interim champion. He got it the way Jamal Charlo got it. Something like that. He was the interim champion. It was the WBC who was like, hey, you want to be dubbed regular WBC champ? Oh, I'm the champ? Okay. I'm the champ. But he did fight for that interim shit. That's how they just came to that conclusion. But with that said, holding that strap, nobody was trying to fight Devin Haney. Kambosos fighting him. He's fighting him. No matter, this weekend, they're fighting. For undisputed, all those arguments we had, when I said Teofimo Lopez was undisputed, Kambosos beat him, I said Kambosos undisputed. A lot of you guys disagreed. Hey, how can something be undisputed when we're disputing the shit? I was like, I didn't have a good argument for that. But I still thought Kambosos were undisputed. We don't have to think anything. Come this weekend, undisputed is cleared up. We don't even have to have that argument anymore, thanks to Devin Haney and Kambosos. Thank you, Kambosos, for whipping Teofimo Lopez's ass, because Teofimo Lopez was going to move up to 140. Remember that? He was going to vacate the titles and move. We weren't going to have undisputed if Teofimo Lopez won. Thank you, Kambosos, for whooping his ass. And now Kambosos fighting Devin Haney. But after he was going to fight Lomachenko, I ain't questioning Kambosos' heart either. Let me see. The entertainment, the factual, the showbiz, 100%. 100%. The WBC franchise belt is stupid. The WBC franchise belt is nothing but the WBA super title. But the only reason it's stupid is because it confused the entire boxing world. I wish it was rolled out better. If we can accept the Super WBA title, we should be able to accept the WBC. The reason why we don't accept it is because it rolled out without them even defining it correctly. They were playing it by ear as the thing was alive. As a franchise title was alive, they were still defining it. WBC, y'all know we're like this. Love you like a play cousin, but I got to cut it straight. Y'all were defining it as it was active. That confused everybody. So it's not embraced. Not even by the number one fighter in the world, Canelo Alvarez. When the last time he walked around with the franchise title? That dude dropped the franchise title. He doesn't rock the franchise title. He defended the WBC. He fought for the vacant WBC regular title and defended it against this mandatory Yildirim. So that's the last thing Canelo's been doing, was rocking the franchise. And it's almost like the franchise was made for Canelo. He ain't even rocking it. This match is interesting, especially when it's difficult to predict the winner. So far, it's a great year for boxing. Thanks for the content, Biz. 100%. In the bank. Hit the Tyson bell. 100%, because it's embarrassing. Fine. Everybody. Sully, what are we waiting? Everything is working for me. Let me see what we have to say. Devin is looking to stop Kambosos with a short punch coming in. Basically. Let me ask you this. Let's play devil's advocate. Okay. Just because we think Kambosos loses to every big name lightweight doesn't mean he will. Good point. Because he's a dog fighter, and I think that's interesting. Well, here's the thing. How great is Devin Haney really? We don't know. We know what they say. Let's keep it real. We don't know how great Tank Davis is either. So we don't know. Let's play devil's advocate for a minute. I know how great his skills look. They don't look as great as I was seeing him as the next Sugar Ray Leonard. Now I don't so much. But let's play devil's advocate for a quick second. What up, Biz? Just want to y'all know that the hour is starting to end, and y'all like, hey, don't leave. I feel you. I won't leave yet. Some hair. What up, Biz? Just want to put an idea out there. Assuming Cam wins Saturday, which I personally doubt, would you agree it legitimizes Cam, since if we're being real, he beat the worst version of T.O.? Well, I think it was a version of T.O. that he caused. He caused T.O. to rush it. You see what I'm saying? He caused T.O. to rush it. So, either way, he's legitimate for me, but maybe for the world, yes. Okay. No matter what, though, the world suck. If he beats Devin Haney, they're going to say Devin Haney's been exposed and he was overrated. That's what's going to happen. It's hard. People don't give credit as much as they take credit away. They go harder taking credit away than giving credit. Hit the Tyson bell. We don't do that here, though. If Kambosos beats Devin Haney, to me, he's already the best lightweight in the world because he's undisputed, in my opinion. He's holding the most straps. If he beats Devin Haney, I don't give a damn about anybody's potential. The guy is doing. And here's another thing I want to say. Kambosos' last 3 wins been split decisions. Look at his last 3 wins. But here's what else I want to say. Wrong, he not undisputed. Who gives a damn? We'll find out this weekend. That point is mute. I was saying, to me, it doesn't matter. Let me see. It's crazy to think that Cam was considered a cherry pick against T.O. He was. Not for us. This war room, we know, we've been calling Kambosos' fight. We're like, hey, that dude's a tough cookie. Against T.O. Too many people and a massive underdog. Before the fight, did you know Cam was the real deal? We did. Yes, we did. How many of you guys remember? We were like, hey, that's a tough fight, bruh. And everybody was dissing T.O. because that's what they like to do. And I'm like, because you don't know him doesn't mean he's not good. That's a tough fight, man. Look, and I've dropped the ball a few times. Eastside Cruz. I'm like, boy, Tank is going to whoop him. Shit. Tank, shit, broke his hand. Eastside kept. I'm like, oh, God. But I want to say this, too. Somebody emailed me about Lomachenko. Talking about, did I think that Lomachenko him being in Ukraine, much love to Lomachenko, defending his country. Did I think he was more deserving than Devin Haney to fight for Undisputed? No. Sometimes right finds the way. Cream rises to the top. No. Not for any boxing. I wouldn't think for any real like hardcore boxing fan. No. They have mandatories and stuff like that for a reason. I love that Tim Tszyu is going to fight Jamel Charlo. That's the point of mandatory, to keep stuff moving around. But on top of that, we saw him go for Undisputed. Got his ass whipped. I love Lomachenko like anybody else. But he had his opportunity. I'm happy he took his opportunity against a young, hungry lion. Got his ass whipped. Now, get back in line, which he has. And that's what I love about him. He fought Komei Nakatani. He got his ass back in line. Beautiful. Stay in line. Devin Haney's next. If he beats Devin Haney, Tank. Tank is holding all the regular belts in the world. Tank should be fighting for Undisputed before Lomachenko. Lomachenko had his shot. Get your ass in line. Now, he should be ahead of Ryan Garcia. But next should be Tank. Hit the Tyson bell. At least that's how I see it. Maybe everyone don't agree. This is going to be a Maidana Floyd 1 where Kambosos just tries to constantly walk down. No. And beat up Devin. I don't think so. But Kambosos and Haney, he just too. I don't think so. And Haney aren't as skilled as Maidana and Floyd. So I can't call it winner. I kind of get what I get what you're saying. You only have so much to write down. If we were talking, you probably would have explained it way better than that. So I hear you. Hit Tyson bell. I get what you're saying. No need for me to cut down your damn comment when you can't write down a novel. I hear you. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Let me see. Devin needs to convince himself that he's not a big puncher and he needs to outbox Kambosos. But as soon as he gets suckered into a dog fight, it's downhill. Oh. See, that's what I'm saying. If he throws punches with Kambosos, he's losing the exchange. I feel. I think he needs to make it that jab. I think he just needs to make it boring. Pop, 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 bam. Right? And then laugh at him and just try to smooth him over. The thing is, Kambosos is nice with his feet. He's nice with his hands. It's a close fight, bro. I don't care if the fight was in Vegas. It was going to be close. It's a close fight. Now, if one of them don't make it close, Jackie, what's going on with you? If somebody doesn't make it close, then it is what it is. Flex on them. See, I'm struggling. Pow, hit the Tyson bell. The franchise and super belts are confusing. Yeah, you have to look into it. It makes sense when you learn about it. It's just up to you to accept it. In my opinion, they ruined. Okay, you're right. They ruined the what Undisputed mean. You're right. Because it causes dispute. You're right. What does the WBA regular belt even mean now? Nothing. You're right. All right. The regular titles, they're more laborsome. They're more. They have even more of a responsibility. Right. The super titles, the mandatories, you can kind of dodge them and stuff like that. Right. So to be a regular champion is actually probably more difficult. Right. Let me see. What else? We do have to do the Twitter fingers, but you guys really want to talk about this. Kambosos looked in form with the shadow boxing, though. Kambosos is nice, brother. That's what I'm saying. Though he looked good with the shadow boxing, though, brother, the dude can fight, bro. See, this is a tough fight. It's a tough fight, bro. All I'm saying is the mental warfare. He put all of his chips on Snitch, and he fumbled. Regardless of what y'all say, he fumbled. He tried to turn the hood on Haney. He took it to the streets. The hood examined it and was like, brother, you're the snitch. When he fumbled that, the head games he lost. Now it's just a fight. Now what he's winning in is Devin Haney's dad not being there. Or that put a battery in his back. because I've seen Devin Haney mature through this process. His dad, Bill Haney, me and him, I love Bill Haney. That's my guy. I've spoken to Bill Haney just personally. So, Bill Haney, don't take this no way. You're a father just like me. Okay? But your voice kind of drowned out your son at times. With you not being there, there's a chance it benefited him. I saw Devin Haney mature. I saw him mature. And honestly, optically, it looked a little cheesy. When you saw Kambosos there in that first press conference by himself and the Haneys together, it looked like Kambosos was a man and Devin was a boy. It did. I love the Haneys, but that's how it looked. Now, I saw Devin, and I'm like, Devin is mature. He can hold it down. He's okay. Am I still a fan of Yoel Judah in his corner? No. I would rather Zap. Let me see. Tank before Loma. Yeah. For fighting the GOAT, Rolly. No, it's just the fact that he's a regular champion. Like my man said, you got to have regular champion amount for something. Loma has shit. He's buck naked. He has nothing. You know, this man got a regular belt. That has to amount to something. You have Devin Haney with a regular belt fighting for Undisputed. Okay, WBA regular, fight for Undisputed. That's all I'm saying. I don't know about that. Okay, well, he's got 1 or 2 years left in the sport. I'll say let him have. See, I ain't say let anybody have shit. Let him have it one more chance. I ain't letting nobody have shit. But he's not letting himself have anything either. He's working his way. That's just my opinion, though. Hear you. Beautiful. We disagree totally, and that's okay. But Lomachenko is one of the best fighters I've ever seen, skill-wise. I'm sorry. So I love that guy. But I'm just saying, to keep it fair. Let me see. Well, wait. Zab's dad is going to be in Devin's corner. Yeah, he's going to beat the hell out of Devin. He's going to beat the hell out of him. Let me see. I like to talk to the ladies and sign some autographs. The Varnell mention, boing. The Varnell. You know what? Give it up for the Varnell Hill boxing.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can boing boing.
Let me see. The jab to the body will keep GK honest. Yeah. Floyd was great at that. He hit you in your center of gravity. He was beautiful at that. Hey nerd. Oh, okay. I'm not sure who you're talking to, but we got to give love right after that. Dude, something about seeing and honestly, all of them are dead, right? Hold on, everybody in that clip are gone. Let's look at it again. Is everybody in that clip gone? That's sad as shit. That is sad as hell. I don't know what I did that for. It makes you happy, but boy, that put a lump in your throat. Them was some happy people. Let me see. Franchise, a designation, not an every. Well, it that's what I'm saying. It started off as a designation. Now it's a belt that you defend. They've changed the rules. That's why I said people lost their faith in it. So everybody, let's Ryan retires Loma. All right, everybody. Yeah, prayers. We love you, boy. We love you, girl. All the hair, man. All the hair. It must be from all my women. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me see what we got. Did Ms. Beer send? Oh, she did. She sent. Okay, everybody. Here are the Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers. Okay, so Victor Ortiz says Ortiz versus McGregor. Damn. I mean, I guess. I'm damn Victor Ortiz. Damn boy. Well, get to the bag. Get to the bag. I don't know why this was even sent to me. Okay, let's go next. Teofimo Lopez says, "Man, I asked for Jose Ramirez, and all the top heads at 140. You did. We're still discussing on the fighter. Okay, these fighters don't want nothing to do with me. Shake my head. Okay, and Josh Taylor, a whole ass bitch. Fine. Man's protected like he's in the WITSEC. God it. I was born in the wrong era." What happened was, T.O., you lost to Kambosos. And if you were undisputed still, or at least had the titles, let me stop saying undisputed because that picks everybody, and you moved up, people would have felt better about it. Right now, you know, you got to do the Lomachenko. Just climb yourself up through 140. You know, I know Teofimo Lopez thinks very highly of himself, and he should. Teofimo Lopez doesn't like waiting. He jumped right to Lomachenko. So I understand it. I think when he was 20 years old, when he was calling out Lomachenko. So, but I think T.O., he still has a great legacy that he's building, and he's super young. You know, just work your way up. But he's not patient. And I can understand how he feels about himself. I don't know what to say. Okay, here we go. Michael Benson asked, who is the most underrated boxer? Ooh. And who is the most overrated boxer in the world today? Ooh. Hey, help me out. Who's the most underrated boxer? I would have to say it's between Rolly, because I thought Rolly was the worst thing I've ever looked at. Okay. Obviously, that's not the case. Shout out to Rolly. And probably Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia is underrated, not even based on his what he's doing in the ring. People are looking at his social media and they don't think he can fight. So maybe no one likes Ryan Garcia. They don't think he can fight because he has, you know, emo pictures on Instagram. And Rolly. Canelo overrated. No, because I think what he tried to achieve is people are underrating it. He came from 147 and became a light heavyweight champion. And then try to nah. I don't think it's him as overrated. Let me see. Tyson Fury, most overrated. Nah, he beat Wilder practically 3 times. He knocked him out twice. So shit. He beat Dillian Abias Snatcher White. He beat Klitschko. No, he's fine. Let me see. Most overrated. Bivol, underrated. I can see that. How about Better Beef? Is he overrated? Jake Paul. Well, Jake Paul, I don't know if anybody care enough. I expected to see a lot of Canelos because, you know, he's the top guy. So people hate the top guy. Let me see. Big Charlo. Yeah. He's one of the more overrated. I agree with that. Spence is underrated. Yeah, his boxing ability is underrated. Haney, overrated. Let's talk, because that right there, good one. That right there fits with the discussion. So Sully doing a great job. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Sully.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Wow, that's beautiful. Ain't it? Did you see the Twitter of Teofimo and Jack Catterall? No, that's the fight I would like to see, though. Do you guys think that Devin Haney is possibly overrated? Inoue, underrated, very much. He may be the best fighter in the world. Yeah. Those clips are too fire, bro. Boo Boo, Andre, underrated. I think he's overrated. I don't see anything that Boo Boo does. I see some fighting ability, but I don't see. Yes, hell no, ever. No, he's very underrated. Haney is actually underrated. Well, based on beating who? Haney is underrated based on looking great against which top fighter? Which is the top fighter that he looked great against that makes people underrate him? I think Sully is making a good point. I think he's rated properly. Yeah, I see that. People rate him on the eyeball test. He's good. I got you. I think Daryl's right. I think he's right. JoJo, see what I'm saying? JoJo coming up from featherweight and shit. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So this is a good fight for Haney. This is the fight. This is undisputed. This is the fight. We'll see how good Devin Haney is. Look, and I want to say this before I go. I want to say this. I hate leaving with 900 people in here. If you guys want me to keep going, I keep going for a little bit longer. I want to say this though. Wait, those were the Twitter fingers. Hold on. Let me hit you. Those were the Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers. Somebody said keep going. Okay, somebody said that AJ was overrated. Yeah, probably. I think I overrate him a bit. I can admit to that. I think I overrate him a bit. I find value in things that the public don't. And when you're outnumbered like that, it doesn't make you a genius. You're probably wrong. But let me say this about Devin Haney. When this fight happens this weekend and Devin Haney struggles, if he wins, don't say he's overrated because he struggled against Kambosos to become undisputed. I don't want to hear that. That I don't want to hear. When Devin Haney struggles, because he's going to struggle. When he struggles, win, lose, or draw, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, he's overrated. Look how he struggled with Kambosos. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. That I don't want to hear. Loma overrated. No, Loma is hated. Most people hate the hell out of Loma. That's all I hear. People hate Loma. So Loma doesn't get any credit. Let me see. Cambo may just become Sean Porter of 135. I hear you on that. Haney is growing mentally and physically with every fight. He's getting stronger every fight. And his last two opponents will beat Kambosos. Devin beat him. You think JoJo Diaz will beat Kambosos, brother? Should I do it? Should I do it?
God damn, that boy can sing.
That's what I was waiting for. Same as Tank. I think Tank is a superior fighter. And that may be an example of him being overrated. That's the Black Two Sugars. I see Tank as a superior fighter. Life Lesson's response will be, well, ShowBizz, how do you know? And I would go, see, that's a prime example. That's a prime example. Because if you ask me, how is Lomachenko a superior fighter? I have a lot. I have a lot. Look at the names he made quit. I have a lot. Right? Knocking out Nakatani, Richard. I have a lot. Linares with a body shot. I have a ton of shit. for Lomachenko. Tank Davis is a superior fighter. How do you know, ShowBizz? See, that's why I got to make sure I don't talk from both sides of my mouth. The eyeball test is what I'm going off of. And if you go off the eyeball test, then Devin Haney is one of the best fighters. See, Shakur Stevenson, he proved himself to me. See, I put Shakur Stevenson in the top 10 pound for pound, in my top 10 pound for pound. The reason why, let me tell you why. You guys want to know the real reason why I put Shakur Stevenson in my top 10 pound for pound? You want to know? You want to know how I got these scars? You really want to know? Yeah, okay. Let me tell you why I put Shakur Stevenson in my top 10 pound for pound. Life lessons. Because if Oscar Valdez would have beaten him, I know for sure Oscar Valdez would have been in the top 10 pound for pound. You want to know why? Because of how great that feat would have been if he would have beaten Shakur Stevenson. So if you're going to give him love, if he would have taken on and conquered that feat, then why not give love to the feat? See, conquering that mountain would make you great. Hell, I'm giving love to the mountain, bruh. Because here's the secret. Shakur Stevenson is one of the better fighters you're going to see. Shakur Stevenson is one of the better fighters you're going to see. I don't see a damn thing he doesn't have. I don't see anything he doesn't have. Boost Ennis too, bruh. See, if pound for pound was skills only, it'd be a totally different list. It'd be a totally different list. 100%. You want to talk about sitting on balls. Do you know how the boxing community would have responded if Oscar Valdez beat Shakur Stevenson? Everybody who hate Canelo, if you think that is sickening, can you imagine what you would have heard if Oscar Valdez beat him? Eddie Reynoso would have been considered the best coach of all time. I really like Boots too. I don't like that last fight. My man was scared shitless. The War Machine, scared shitless. Let me see. Boots is a bad man. Yes, he is. The Biz. Canelo, over or under? I think he's proper because Canelo Alvarez is extremely skillful and he's doing extremely great things. And when you're like that, you're dynamic. And when you're dynamic, everybody is gunning for you. Nobody likes the dynamic fighter. Nobody likes to think about every dynamic fighter. Ali was hated until the cows came home. Jack Johnson, Ray Robinson, all these guys were hated. Floyd Mayweather hated. Pacquiao hated. Remember the hate? Remember the Floyd fans, how much they hated Pacquiao? There wasn't nothing Pacquiao can do great at all. Canelo is hated. When you're at the top of the hill, nobody likes you. That's how you know you're at the top of the hill. Oh, let me see. A little late, but I think Chocolatito is underrated. He's one of the greatest fighters I've ever seen, too. Chocolatito is one of the more perfect fighters I've ever seen. If there was a skills pound for pound, he'd be in my top 5, 6. Currently showing some love to the smaller weight class here. Chocolatito is one of the better fighters I've ever seen in my life. He's one of those guys like Barrera or Marquez. I remember looking at Marquez and saying he's one of the better fighters I've ever damn watched. Like it was what it was. I remember there was a time I was looking at Barrera, and when I was like, that guy is one of the better, most perfect fighters I've ever watched. Let me see. Biz and the War Room. Y'all think Jaime Munguia is over or underrated? I overrate him. I don't know about everybody else. I think Jaime Munguia should be there with the rest of them. I think he's being held back. I think at this point he should be fighting everybody. Like he should be in conversation with Charlo, Andre, but he has that one thing in common with Charlo and Andre. They ain't fighting nobody. I mean, they're fighting guys, but they're not fighting each other. Right? That Jaime Munguia has that sickness. He got the Charlo Andre disease. Just refusing to fight each other. That's why out of all those boys, I actually give Danny Jacobs more love than all of them. I do. Danny Jacobs fought Triple G and Canelo. Everybody else, and Sergey Derevchenko. Everybody else can kiss my ass. I don't care what fights he lost. Danny Jacobs is above all them boys, in my opinion. He fought Triple G, Canelo, and Sergey Derevchenko. At that point, everybody can kiss my ass. I'm sorry. Charlo's my favorite middleweight, and I keep saying that. But damn, dog, I just can't keep on. Every fight Charlo has is a tune-up. Man, I don't care if Danny Jacobs lost. I don't care. At least he fought him. Danny Jacobs ain't doing nothing. Yeah, because he was so busy trying to be great. Shoot. Jacobs is washed. I'd rather him be washed than everybody being preserved and not fighting nobody. See, that's the difference between you and I, philosopher. I'd rather you take chances and become washed than preserved and ain't doing shit. Because look, if you're laying in bed and too scared to get out of bed because you may get in a car accident, then hell, you ain't living. You alive, but you ain't living. Danny Jacobs got out of bed and took chances. I'd rather him be washed. 100%. 100%. Everybody. Give it with you for real. Okay, everybody, I'm about to go put in little 20 minutes of overtime. Thank you guys so much for showing this community so much love. Don't forget, go to busr.com/showbiz. Create your accounts. Tomorrow, I will be announcing the giveaway tomorrow. It's a good one. I spoke with BUSR. They're always doing something for every fight. So for this fight, Devin the Dream Haney versus George Kambosos Jr., there will be a giveaway. Just make sure you have your accounts ready and make sure you're ready to participate in that bet. ShowBizz the Adult. Much love to everybody. Miss you, Biz. Love you, boy. I'm out. Keep my wife's name. All right, brother.